Today we're diving into an important topic, evacuating with your dogs. Whether it's a hurricane, wildfire, or another emergency, having a plan for your furry friends is crucial. Before we start discussing where you're evacuating to, let's get the dog ready to travel. At a minimum, you will need a dog seatbelt, strong enough to hold your dog in place, and a harness. Do not hook the seatbelt up to a collar that is around the dog's neck for obvious reasons. The best case scenario is that you can put your dog in a travel-rated dog kennel and then still have room for all the humans and stuff you will be taking. However, reality may create a different situation for you. Heather will demonstrate how to install your seat cover.
Thank you, Mr. AI, for that beautiful introduction. And this is our hammock. This is a well-used one, but our dogs obviously love it. To hook one of these up, we already have the first part hooked up, and I'm just going to show you. You're going to do the exact same thing for all four aspects. You're going to take these straps of the hammock and you're going to wrap it around and click it into place around the headrest of the front seat. We also have it hooked up on the back seat, so it's hooked up in all four places. You'll notice we left the seat belts out, and we're going to show you the reason for that right now. There's already one dog seat belt hooked up. I'm going to show you the next one, which is right here, surprisingly enough. It fastens just as if you were hooking a regular seat belt into it right here. You may have to play with it a minute because sometimes they don't go in as quickly as you want. And I'm doing this to show you.
Wiggle it when it goes in.
I'm showing y'all that sometimes it doesn't go in perfectly the first time, and you may have to just jiggle it a little bit. Most of the dog seat belts will have an adjustable strap. The one closest to the driver's side door has an elastic, which gives the dog a little bit of wiggle room. This one does not. And different types are better for different dogs. I'm going to take a quick look at this. We're probably going to go ahead and order a new one of these because this one is fraying a little bit. And if you have one like this, then it's time to replace it. The difference between the seat cover and the hammock is that this actually protects the dog a little bit more, because they won't, if someone gives you a rear end hit, your dog's not going to be sliding to the floor. He has a little bit of extra protection, but you're also going to have the seat belt, and that's going to be hooked up to the dog's harness, not the dog's collar. As you notice, Gia's having had a slightly difficult time getting in because she's not used to this particular harness, but she did it. She managed. Just make sure that you are practicing with your dogs long before. If you're evacuating for a hurricane, practicing during the evacuation process is not a good idea. So as you can see, Gia has this little name tag on her harness. Definitely recommend you do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hook this portion of the seatbelt up to the front of her harness right here. She has a collar on, and that's for walking. I'm going to leave the leash on her while we travel, just in case I have to get her out quickly. I'll be able to do it quickly and easily. Also, this is something I've made mistakes in the past, and it could be deadly. So what I'm going to say is, if you have a leash and the seatbelt, which you should have both, make the leash a different color from the seatbelt so that you'll know which one you want to unhook when you want to unhook it. And sometimes it does get confusing, especially if it's chaotic. You know, you're traveling, you're stuck in contraflow traffic, the dog needs to go out for a quick bathroom break, and it's just really good to have a different color leash from the seatbelt.
Knowing how your dog will travel is extremely important. As Heather will explain, proper planning prevents poopy problems. Did you really just make me say poopy?
Yes, AI voice. I made you say poopy because I can.
Hopefully you are watching this video long before there is a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico or any other disaster at your footsteps. This practice session should happen long before the Waffle House closes and Jim Cantory is reporting from your neighborhood. Now that you know how to hook up your dogs safely, go ahead and take them on a few practice car rides. I promise you it will make life much easier if you have to evacuate with contraflow traffic and a bunch of crying, whining children. At least hopefully the dog could behave. If you don't already have the items you need, Dollar Tree has a lot of what you will need, including collapsible food bowls, leashes, collars, and chew toys and treats. If your dog does not already have a harness, that is something you will want to spend time and money to make sure it fits your dog properly. If the Dollar Tree does not have the items you need, Chewy and Amazon are also a great source. I will restate. I'm hoping you watching this video and preparing long before you're panicking and trying to pack. Having a dog trained to ride in a car will be just one less aggravation. Check out this next video about dog finding the right harness for your dog. If this video was useful, please click like and subscribe. There will be a lot more information forthcoming. Also, watch us as we practice evacuating with our 3 dogs live. What could possibly go wrong?